Jefferson County is the only county within our viewing area where still more than half of the population is without power. As fewer people struggle with getting power, water, and internet back, more are fighting to get claims processed so they can begin repairs on their homes. Senior investigative reporter Liz Owens explains why this process may take longer than getting power back. Liz joins us now live in our studio. And Liz, you've tracked the insurance process all week. What should people know about the appeal process?
Well, pretty much the damage from Hurricane Helene is just mind-boggling. It sets new records in our area. Insurance companies are continuing, even now, to deploy agents from across the nation to Augusta to help homeowners file claims. But like filing for FEMA assistance, the process isn't immediate and may require additional appeals to get all those repairs done.
Lily Holloman is about as hot
and they picked the wrong girl to mess with today because I'm not having it.
As our homes were on day 7.
This is what insurance is for.
After the hurricane.
Look at all the plaster on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That all came from Helene.
From the ceiling to the floor.
You can already see the wetness right here, and you certainly can smell it.
Yep, I do smell it.
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane Helene's punch left a trail of evidence inside.
Look at how wet my hands are.
And outside of her home.
Jerry's still out on my AC unit. They think it got struck by lightning or something.
But the hit that pushed her over the edge to send this email was the estimate she just got back from her homeowner's insurance.
How much did they offer you?
$2,004. How do you figure all of this, $2,004 is going to cover all that? It's not.
What did you say?
I said, no way. I said, I haven't even gotten an estimate for any of this stuff.
This isn't your first rodeo dealing with the insurance company making a claim.
Her roof took a beating from another storm back in 2020.
Get this. They told me that I didn't have much damage and that they were going to give me $1,586 to fix my roof, and my deductible was $1,500.
Rick Thomas is part of the State Farm team helping people file claims under the big tent in front of Carolina Pottery.
What is your recourse as a consumer if you think that the estimate is not going to cover the damage?
Yeah, so the best thing to know there is that it is an estimate, right? So we go out and we make our first estimate of the repairs, and then it's a process of getting the contractor that you want to have to complete the repairs complete an estimate, and that needs to be a detailed estimate so we can see what they want to do, the work that they think needs to be done. And then what we'll do is we'll compare that to our estimate and try to make adjustments or reconcile between the two.
Lily went through that exact process back in 2020.
They sent somebody else out to inspect it, and so they sent me, I think it was like a little over $10,000.
But you had to fight for it.
I had to fight like hell.
When Lily checks the status of her claim for Hurricane Helene,
Inspection complete.
Payment issued.
Ha! I didn't even think it would come up on this phone.
a payment of $2,004
I can't believe he did that.
deposited into her bank account.
I think I saw where it was like deposited, even though she turned it down. Like, what do you do in that situation?
Yeah, so first part of the homeowner's policy is that once we document damage and we know there's damage, we owe you for it regardless. So we're gonna make that payment to you. Now, I just explained the reconciliation process, right? So that's a first check. We can always add additional checks on.
Shelters are still full of people waiting on checks for repairs so they can safely return home. Nearly 100 here at May Park on Saturday, more than a week after the storm. Lily is only waiting a day.
Today, Monday. It's a commission that oversees stuff like that.
To get back in the ring with her insurance company.
So the Georgia Insurance Commissioner, that's John King, made a stop in Augusta this week. I talked to him. He wanted to let people know that they do have a resource if they hit a wall with their insurance company. His office is actually in charge of holding insurance companies accountable to make sure they're following through with their policy, and he can sanction them. But he did tell me this whole process may take way longer. So normally it takes about 30 days to get an adjuster out to your home, but just because of the sheer number of claims, it's going to be delayed. So you got to have a little understanding and patience. Now, Rick Thomas, the guy I talked to with State Farm, says what his insurance company is doing is filing claims under one of three categories: severe damage preventing families from returning home. Those claims are prioritized so people like in the shelters can get repairs made and get home.